and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So I'm here today with a couple really fun things. First of all, I have an overflowing book of the month on Red Shelf. They're here and they're stacked over there. So I came up with a fun little game that I'm going to use to randomly pick some of the next book of the month books that I'm going to read using a deck of cards. But before that, I did want to talk about, I am partnering with Book of the Month again in June. And I'm so excited to not only see the books that were sent for the month, but also to talk about a new bookish podcast that Book of the Month has launched. I think there's 2 or 3 episodes out already. Okay, I'm a sucker for bookish podcasts. There's a number of them I've been enjoying. So anytime I can hear a new one or explore a new one, I am game. So it is called Virtual Book Tour. It is hosted by 2 of the Book of the Month editorial team members. So there's Brianna and Jared. And so they come to, I want to say weekly, and interview the different authors and writers that they've had. Either they've featured their books or they're going to feature their books. So just kind of talks about writing process, what inspires them, just author interviews, which I totally appreciate and love, and have a ton of fun doing it. So you can find it on Apple and Spotify. I'll leave a link below to it. Again, it's called Virtual Book Tour. Cannot wait. So then the new books I need to add to my shelf for June. First one is Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier. I don't want to know much about this. I have read 2 Jennifer Hillier books. No, 1. Jar of Hearts is all that I've read, but I have a little secret somewhere. And a friend of mine just read Creep and thought it was fantastic. So Things We Do in the Dark, don't want to know anything about because that's how I roll. So that's the first one. Next one I have, this sounds super interesting, Women of Light by Callie Fiardo-Anstein. This cover is gorgeous. So it is a dazzling epic of betrayals, love, and fate that spans 5 generations of an indigenous Chicano family in the American West. And that's all I needed to know, and I was hooked onto it. So I'm really interested in that one. We have The Lifestyle by Taylor Hahn. So we have, it says part glitzy Manhattan fairy tale and part loving homage to Jane Austen. It follows Georgina Wegman as she dives headfirst into the New York City swingers scene in an attempt to save her marriage and meddle in everyone else's. So it sounds like it's just packed full of drama, and I'm here for it. There is a fantasy book in the pile. It's The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. Let's see. Neither here nor there, but long ago. Smells good. Luli is the Midnight Merchant, a criminal who, with the help of her bodyguard, hunts and sells illegal magic. Okay. When she saves the life of a cowardly prince, she draws the attention of his powerful father, the Sultan, who blackmails her into finding an ancient lamp that has the power to revive the barren land at the cost of sacrificing all. So, sounds a little Aladdin retelling to me, and I'm here for it. That's really interesting. Love this cover too. The last book I want to talk about is The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark. She also wrote The Last Flight, which I have over there somewhere. Haven't read it yet. I don't want to know much about this. I know that I don't know if the main character is somewhat of a con artist or there's a whole bunch of lies involved. Hence the title. But there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 5 cards out of my deck of cards. And I should probably give them a good shuffle. I don't know what we played. Probably played cribbage last time. Anybody else play cribbage? Just me? And it's between that and what's the other one? Oh, Spite and Malice. We play these like up at the lake all of the time. So that's why I have the cards. All right, so I'm gonna cut and then count starting here and figure out what book I'm gonna read. So here's the first one. 5. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, okay, that works out well. So Things We Do in the Dark, Jennifer Hillier. I am all for that one. I did not set that up on purpose. I should have, but I didn't. Okay, next cut. I think I'll do 5 cuts. Jack, we're gonna say that's 10 because I'm gonna keep it easy. Well, it would be 11, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna not count these again. I'll start from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Super excited for this book. 2. This is The Damage by Caitlin Warrer. Was this in an extra, I think it was. Edgy, propulsive read about what a family pushed to the brink will do in the name of love and blood. All right, I'm loving that. All right. Ace, number 1. So the one right next to the damage. Oh, yes, please. The Wings versus the World by Jade Chang. This one's an older one that I picked up. But let's see. Meet the Wings, unforgettable immigrant family whose spectacular fall from glorious riches to rags bring them together in a way money never could. All for the family drama. All right, 2 more. Jack, so 11 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. Nothing like a little competition to heat things up. Sounds like a contemporary romance. Oh, but this one's around food. Okay. Dahlia's culinary dreams are coming true. Marriage ended. That's not good. She quit her job for the gamble of a lifetime. She's a contestant on a cooking show. That's right. So I'm all for that one. Last one, I think I'm gonna just count the side stack over there to number 5. Just so that, you know, a bit of variety. 1, 2, 3. All right, we have Like a Sister by Kelly Garrett. This one, I think I even have on audio, so I could listen to this one as well. No one bats an eye when Black reality TV star is found dead, except her estranged half-sister, whose refusal to believe the official story leads her on a dangerous search for the truth. Okay, so we have a couple contemporaries, couple thrillers. I don't have any historical fictions. That's okay. But here's the 5 books I'm going to kind of put over to the side and hopefully pick up throughout the summer and try to whittle down what's on my book of the month shelf back here, because let's just be honest, I'm going to keep adding to it because book of the month is it is my favorite book subscription service. Every month they come out to like with 5 or 7 main books that you can pick from. It is 5 to 7 of them, and then you can have some extra add-ons. It is so fantastic. If you don't like a book, you can skip that month and totally fine. No big deal. Your first book, if you haven't signed up for book of the month yet, there's a link below for me. Your first month is $9.99. So $10 for a hardcover book. That's gorgeous. After that, I believe it's $15.99 a month. So again, still less than you would pay anywhere else. And the books are fantastic. I do have a whole shelf of read books, and some of them are my favorite books of all time, have come from book of the month. So if you haven't done it already, link below, check it out, go sign up. Anyways, if you have subscribed to book of the month, what is the book that you picked lately? Leave a comment below. Always, if you have questions about book of the month at all, comment below. I would be happy to answer them for you. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.